because your health is always down because of the debuff.
Right. Well, and there's the 2 debuffs on that fight on Mythic, which is the crazy part.
Let's see here.
Yeah, they did some off healing for sure still. And then the other raid, they actually still went with 3.
Hey, it actually put me in the right instance.
We do have a closet up. Start getting people here, and then we can pull some trash so we can start the boss or right on time. And so you getting cauldrons tonight?
Yeah, I said I was.
I just wanted to make sure. I was like spacing out and trying to find something in my chat, and I didn't see answer. I figured that was it, but I want to make.
Yeah, except for next week, because I have family coming in, so they probably have to, you know, be social. I'll have cauldrons for a while.
Okay. Yeah, I've got by next week, actually probably in the next like day and a half or day or two, I'll be able to make the rank 3s, so.
I also made a bunch of the new battle potions.
Yeah, I've been making them and tossing them in the one of the tabs as I can. Once I make all the flasks that I can make, then I make a bunch of pots, and eventually when we get further in, we'll start using those.
I'm gonna have to start doing the transmute to get the explosion.
I've got quite a bit, but I was saving them for cauldrons. I've got like
same
60 or 70, something like that. We can start pulling trash. Damn it, Bayek. Sign up on the calendar.
I always got yelled at. What'd I do to you?
Too far away.
You didn't sign up on the calendar.
Here.
Sign up on the calendar. That's how I typically do all the invites. I'll start the raid as all via the calendar.
I'm out of range.
Hey, you know what? At least the calendar's electronic.
Too far away.
I really hate these guys.
They kick. It's just wrong.
I mean, if you stack up on them, then you're good. Banner. another bandit.
I require a target. I must get closer.
Yeah, the circles.
I'm out of range. Too far away. I must get closer. I'm out of range. I must get closer. I don't have a target.
Wait for the pad, please.
Or not.
Too far away.
Yeah, circles.
I'm out of range.
Oh, good God.
So much fun when people get thrown into mobs.
Yeah, whatever. Here we go.
No way, I was doing too much of these details.
Put on to the good.
You're gonna have to let
Yes, I
There you go.
It's not ready yet.
Ah, stairs. I hate stairs. I hate them in real life too, but. Damn roaring tides.
I must get closer. I need to target something first.
That's why I wanted to wait.
Oh,
I survived.
We get at least a BOE, but nope, guess not.
By the might of the Lich King. You are nothing. I answer a higher call. You invade my home and then dare to
Oh yay. Get your flask. And we'll get started here in just a sec. Yeah, we probably only need 4 healers. Yeah, Mez, you can go DPS.
He's not on Discord yet. He literally just got home. He's eating. I'll tell him.
Too far away. You will show the proper respect.
Let's see. Let's get do see.
Hey, any chance I can pop to a rest area for a minute and switch my Azurite power? I got one for something else.
We're getting ready to start. So
I'm good with that. Go ahead, Vic.
We'll can do that after pull here. Everyone's ready?
Just use a tomb or something after pull.
Yep. Alright.
Tastes like cherry. Oh, excuse
5,
me.
4, 3, 2, 1. Queen Azshara!
Go to your marks. If you're blue, keep moving. If you're green, stand still.
2, 1.
Overflowing chill on Raven. Stack on Raven. You get out a little further.
That went well. 4, 3, 2.
Use a damage reduction on those if you can.
It's on, please.
Barrage.
I'm out of range.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Watch your stacks. We'll switch after this first conversion. Alright, go clockwise. Barrage. Chill, stack.
4, 3, 2, 1.
We can move her a little further towards the entrance.
It's on, please.
Overwhelming barrage.
2, 1.
Zale, Fel, Mez, you guys should probably reset your stacks here soon. Just come in contact with something else. Byac, use a damage reduction or stack. Conversion.
4, 3, 2.
Move clockwise.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Barrage.
Do a barrel on her.
Let's hear him now. Let's forget about that. Maeve, go ahead and reset your stacks.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Barrage. Overwhelming chill. Conversion.
Too far away.
1. I will pierce your heart.
I guess this javelin. 2, 1. My power
there.
Four, three, two, one.
Barrage. Good job. That was pretty smooth. Res income. Bracers up for roll. Big rolls there. Let's say, where the hell is the patent?
I'm out of range.
And then if you need to go back to town or whatever, change some stuff out, now's the time to do it.
Too far away. Must get closer.
Your Celestial Fortune is ridiculous.
Yeah, I kind of have jacked out my crit right now, so I have insane amounts of healing from it, so...
Yeah, you remind me of Cal.
Yeah, it's kind of... I've actually been divesting out of crit. It was really nuts a little bit ago.
You're sitting at like 35 sustain or 35k right now.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Really? It's like, it was like in Legion with the DKs when they do the Bone Storm, or even during Uldir or Ulduar, Cal would get like 80k heals during the fight. It's like, just stop healing me. Like, really?
Enough of these games, Azshara. Face us.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit,
at some
I'm sorry,
point...
Grace. Those Graces were bonus.
I had like 32 or 33% crit at some point. It was really nuts, and I'm down to 25 now.
I'm looking up more crit. I'm
at 28 right now.
I'm at 18, but I'm at 50 mastery.
Yeah, I don't... Just like so much of the tank gear just all comes with it now, so...
If we disrupt the flow of those channels, Ashbane's barrier will fall.
So I'm trying to get a little more crit, but I like mastery on this team too. But crit's just great.
So stupid. Those bracers I posted were bonus, and I can't trade.
Oh, that sucks.
What? No, I didn't get any VOEs.
We need to target something first.
Yeah, you got those
No, I didn't.
Blackwater bands,
Nothing to see here. Move along.
right?
Some other demon hunter.
I mean, I don't know. At least we got some BOE.
Good aggro. I don't like it. I'm not thinking.
I must get closer.
Sorry, just a little bit aggro.
Too far away.
Yeah, I don't need broken out of it.
So you can go up there and stealth and hit that little orb, or you can also hit it and
I'm out
shadow
of
melt.
range.
Huh.
So we can ignore those bad.
Was that like a chain lightning that he does? That one of those guys does? It keeps like just beating the hell out of the.
Seriously?
I must get
Briny
closer.
bubble.
Where's that? No.
Leave her in it. That could be easy.
Oh, look. Volcanic rock, just what you need, right?
I know, right? It's like, what?
So I finally figured out how to do some of that stuff. You can do you activate a small crystal and then you can activate the big crystal.
Right.
The small one's activated. It
Yeah,
took me
and-
a while to figure that out. I'm a dumb.
And each different type of guy gives you different types of loot. So like you get
They're
different.
supposed to.
Yeah, they do. So like I summoned a guy that gives you the mace today, and it's like 100% drop rate if you summon specific dudes. Yeah. So if you're looking for like transmog, you can summon a specific dude and he'll give you that piece of gear. Or if you're looking for a weapon, he'll drop that weapon 100% for like alts, which is really nice.
Huh. Because I did the empowered fire, and I didn't get it. Damn.
Well, not all of them. I don't think all of them drop something though.
Yeah,
Only certain.
I don't think
Yeah.
so either. But I was just like, really?
The lesser sand and empowered fire guy drops the hammer, the one-handed hammer.
I was trying to res spell blades, but we're in combat.
DJ, you need to do a little bit more damage.
I might have sinned today.
That butcher block, man. You're just throwing it down.
Holy crap, man. Hey, I know who's carrying us on Ashrain tonight. All the rest
goddamn
of
coral.
DPS, do 10, we're good. Just get the coral. DJ's got everything else.
I need to target.
That was the plan this weekend. It was like,
Yeah, it
I'll get the
was.
coral. DJ, you do all the DPS.
Make sure you get your breathing
Too far
buff.
away.
And then if you need food or whatever else, get your well-fed buff up here.
I need a summon.
Put this down while they fight that. The friends here to help. Actually, I'm gonna need some
Guild bank.
I'm out of range.
Yeah, we got food for you.
Potato in the guild bank.
There should be a ton of it in there.
Yeah.
I put a ton in. Like I filled out.
I did too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me I'm gonna say there it should be.
Too far away.
And if there's not, I can make some real
Yeah, I was
quick.
gonna
So
say there's 3 full rows of it.
Yeah, I found it. I just didn't. Never mind. Not away.
the only food that I'm not stocking in there is the stamina food because
No one
it's
uses it.
yeah.
It's worthless.
So if you need some of that, I've got the materials for it on my guy. I don't put it in the bank.
Yeah, the only reason I used it was to get the rank 3 of it. That's
Yeah.
What, you're saying nobody's gonna want the superior stamina pots?
No.
Nope.
I didn't make any.
I didn't either. I have made 0 of those.
If you're a tank
maybe
and you're
not
using,
0.
if you're a tank and you're using stamina stuff, you're doing it wrong.
I mean,
I don't blame the healers if I have to use stamina stuff. I mean, I'm not a tank, so I can't talk, but I will.
I might use like armor ones if those exist.
Yeah. I think as a tank, I'm supposed to use the armor enchant on my weapons, but I don't, because they do dual-purpose weapons. So.
Oh yeah, I'm jealous of you guys because you get 2 weapons.
I was gonna say there's some pretty interesting, like some of the pots or the new ones are kind of the focused resolve is pretty decent. Increases your crit on a single target by 20%.
That's supposed to be my best in slot potion I'm supposed to be using for combat, but I don't have any.
The proximity increases primary stat for 360, and then could increase up to 1800 based on who's around you, how many enemies are around.
I must get closer.
Kind of ridiculous. I've been looking at the wild mending. I don't know what I think of that one. That's the give your healing ability a chance to heal an extra 6,300.
I heard that's supposed to. That's the one that scales, right?
No, I don't think so. It might. I don't. It's 6,300 though. That's still pretty decent. All right. Hey DJ, can you keep me honest with the timer for the fish and stuff? Cause I kind of, you know how that goes.
I got you, man.
We got everyone back. Looks like it. You ready? Check here.
Many deals for a friend of the Grummles. like you.
I need a second. I gotta change my essence. Guess I'll actually use the raid one. Okay, I'm ready now.
Your mana good there, Wes? Alright. Tanks on you. Pufferfish, then boss. Hero after first shock pulse.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Spread out.
And we heroing.
After the first shock pulse.
4, 3, 2, 1. Stop lollygagging.
Shock pulse.
Too far away.
Hero.
I'm out of range.
Go ahead and taunt.
10 seconds.
Yep. Shift to the fish.
4, 3, 2, 1. Stop lollygagging. Drop keel hold
And
the
shock
ladder.
pulse.
I must get closer. Too far away.
Alright, make sure your debuffs dropped off, and don't hit a jelly.
Or hits all the jellies.
Oh, get Greasy up.
I got him.
I think I clipped the jelly.
I'll interrupt at 5.
Do we get him up?
You have to buff on me great if he died.
I can hold out for a while, but we'll need someone to go res him. So whoever's got a B-res needs to make their way towards him.
After the shock holes, get the puffer fish.
Alright, looks like it's gonna be a wipe because we don't have a res on Greasy.
I got
Just
one.
got one.
He's up. Need to get over here and get taunted. Said,
Can I make a suggestion on the hero?
okay.
There's about 15 seconds of hero, and we have to switch over to the fish. Is that intentional, or is that just not thinking about melee?
With the shock pulse, it's gonna happen no matter what. Just
Well, if
based on that.
lust on pull, then we would have more time on the boss with hero.
Maybe.
I require a target.
Don't hit anything. Get over and get the
Stop lollygagging, or I'll keelhaul the lot of you.
get the fish. Greasy, you gonna take the boss first?
Comet's gonna die.
I shielded him for a second.
It's my... I was gonna say, I was like, my stagger is gonna kill me.
3, 2, 1.
Man, that was luck.
Yeah, I know. I was like... I didn't get any heal all the way over. I was like, oh god, I'm gonna
Can't
die.
even heal you.
Yeah.
Stop lollygagging, or I'll keelhaul the lot of you.
11 seconds.
Okay. Alright. Go ahead and shift. I took mine late, I forgot. Alright, well. Get Grease up. If you can.
Can't.
Yeah, we do. We got him up.
Okay.
Finish boss off.
Taunt when you can, so you get a heal buff.
Stop lollygagging, or I'll keelhaul the lot of you.
Good job.
I don't have a target.
Res incoming. Hey, a pet.
Ooh,
Nice.
2 pets.
2.
Look at that belt I just got. 450 heroic Titan Forge.
Ooh.
Fancy.
Like it.
And I got rank 3 Vantage rune too.
Anyone not want their
come
pet,
on.
Eve wants it.
I got some gloves.
Did you say resin coming?
Yeah,
Those
res
are pretty
came-
good mess, especially with that versatility.
If you're out of range of the res, you won't get it though. It's only got a 100-yard range, so if you died early, I don't think you'll be in range.
If anyone hasn't taken the
You have to release.
res, yeah, you guys may just release.
How do I get my loot?
You have to go get it.
Swim back.
You go get it.
I've had to do it a few times.
The hard way. Or the fun way.
Hey, if you like spinning, I mean, hell yeah.
What
Get
was
that-
somebody saying about versatility?
Practice that freestyle, you know? That breaststroke. Get that frog kick going. Or you can be a druid and then it's just... Or if you're a Cultiran, did you know you swim 10% faster?
Oh snap, let me get my racial change right.
That saved us. That totally saved us the first time we were in here and I died in the water and someone just put Warlock breathing on me. I was like, I could swim so fast between the bosses.
Possible? Like, they're so fat. How are they such good swimmers? I don't
Hey,
get it.
whales are fat too. Come on, what are you talking about?
Interesting.
Oh,
I didn't
God.
know that I could turn into this dude.
Yeah, it's all about leg day, man. They got that awesome dolphin kick going on.
Oh god, leg day.
Dude, leg day's the best day.
The day I walk funny.
I'm out of range. Too
Has
far
different
away.
meaning to different people.
Whoa.
Oh, wow. You just got stomped.
Nathan. I think
Were
I
you-
pulled off of you.
Yeah, I think you might have been attacking the honor guard.
I was cleaving in between.
No. You're too awesome. I blame
Anyone
for...
who's gonna pull off would probably be me.
I'll say it seems to be trash in here is a little more aggressive when it comes to smacking people.
I am doing considerably more damage in this spec though, so the ripping should not happen near as much.
Send that to my face.
Yeah.
They just really like you, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well done. Now to
Or
find the
dislike,
last
one of the
boss
two.
and destroy it. The sooner we do so, the better our chances of foiling Azshara's mad scheme.
Maybe the Nagas are gnome sympathizers.
They
Right.
probably are.
I'm thinking about changing my chamois braces. Like, I really don't like the
To a-
Cultiran.
To a Cultiran? Oh, you're already a Cultiran now.
Yeah, from Cultiran. I don't know, it's just don't like it. I don't like the way they look, and I don't like the way they. I like the way they look, but not like. I just prefer other races. I like their racials though.
Yeah, man, that punch is really fun. Not gonna lie. I've used it several times in PvP to great effectiveness. Being at Lumber Mill and send someone off the edge.
much as I like the space cows, their racials are crap.
I need to target something first.
The new space cows are great.
They can't be shaman.
I know. They also can't be monks, which is ridiculous. Yeah. I want my frickin' space cannon as a monk. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
I glided too close.
Oh, we almost lost you.
Somebody's voice
Right.
got really high.
Yep. So Fellblades was the one that got smacked. He took a hit before tanks got it.
I require a target. Too far away. I must get closer. I need to target something first.
I hate these stupid tornadoes.
Everyone hates the stupid tornadoes.
Stop lollygagging, or I'll keel-hold the lot of you.
I don't like that.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, but
Not okay with the knockback though. Knocking on my AoE.
keep getting knocked up thing.
Somebody knocked mobs away from the big
Oh
guy.
yeah. Yeah, I don't like that either.
I don't mind it.
Messes with the AoE.
And it seems like half our abilities are AoE.
Like, we have one ability that isn't AoE.
Well, two if you count the generator.
True.
I feel like you guys should talent into all the non-AoE of them.
But
Why?
we lose DPS. No, we'd lose DPS on single target. Doing that. It'd be like telling Sarabok to spec into all non-AoE.
That item is still
No, I can't.
Non-spinny. Yeah, spec non-spinny.
Sarabok?
Thank you.
The
I need
ritual
to
has
target
begun.
something first.
We all have our parts to play. Isn't that so, my child?
Alright, so group 1 and 3 are on diamond, 2 and 4 are on square.
To serve you. Gaze upon true devotion, landwalkers.
Go ahead and get your free buffs and food buffs.
Strike that monstrosity down, champions. We must stop the flow of energy from this chamber.
We already get a free buff on fort, just out of range. So I'm debating whether I should make my alchemist stone or
I think
give
you
Samuel
should.
about another minute, and then we'll just go. Because I've got enough to make the abyssal alchemist stone, and I just finished up all the ornaments to make the second level. Was it astral? Yeah. Or not the astral, the ascended.
I don't think anyone knows the name, so we just know the item levels.
Yeah, the 441, which is verse, and I think I might get that one.
You
Alright,
gotta get
let's
the
go.
200 ornaments first.
Is it 200 for that one?
Mm-hmm.
It is 200 for that.
5, 4,
We heroing at Paul?
2,
Yes.
1. No escape. 4. Power overwhelming. 4. Stop.
Raven.
4,
Kill hold the lot of
2, 1.
Oh, that had to hurt. 4, 3, 2. Power overwhelming. Kill hold the lot of you.
Miss.
4, 3, 2,
I'm already up.
1.
Yeah, I saw.
Oh, that had to hurt. 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop lolling at it. Rob kill hold a lot of you. Power overwhelming.
3, 2, 1.
Lindsay.
Oh, that had to hurt.
Someone get Bayek by chance?
4,
Guess not. We only had two. We had all three of them on this side, so sorry.
lolling at it. Rob kill hold a lot of you. Power overwhelming.
I'll get myself.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, that had to hurt. 3, 2, 1. Stop lolling at it. Rob kill hold a lot of you.
All right.
Overwhelming. Stop lolling at it. Rob kill hold a lot of you.
Let's get to where he's at.
Nice, he spawned right next to us.
Yeah, that's good. Make sure you your back is
Too far
not
away.
to the boss.
Drop Sarabak.
Sarah,
Stop lolling at it. Rob kill hold a lot of you.
Bring the Lord Wads in.
Saren. Good job getting that down quick.
Let's get closer. 4, 3, 2. Power overwhelming.
4,
Right.
Lolling at it.
3,
Rob kill hold a lot of you.
1.
Oh, that had to hurt. I'm out of range. 4, 3, 2. Power overwhelming. Stop lolling at it. Rob kill hold a lot of you.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, that had to hurt. 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop lolling at it. Rob kill hold a lot of you. Power overwhelming.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, that had to hurt. 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop lolling at it. Rob kill hold a lot of you. Power overwhelming.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, that had to hurt. 3, 2, 1. Stop lolling at it. Rob kill hold a lot of you.
Small trap.
Power overwhelming.
Hellblades.
Rob kill hold a lot of you.
Right, he's on the far side from this group.
Make sure not to break that early until everyone's over, guys.
Gilba. I'll get myself. Now, weird. Blowing that ad up.
Yep.
When's-
3, 2, 1.
Oh, that had to hurt. Four, three, two, power overwhelming. Kill hold a lot of you.
Myself.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, that had to hurt. Four, three, two, one. Stop lollygagging. Kill hold a lot of you. Power overwhelming.
3, 2.
Oh, that had to hurt.
Where near Nefty's at.
Four, three, two, one. Stop lollygagging. Kill hold a lot of you. Power overwhelming.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Coral. Good job.
For Azshara.
Does anyone get their new other way?
Oh, why not? We can grab some.
Trash. Yeah.
We'll grab some BOEs for someone, I'm sure.
I'm 2 away from getting my rank 2.
I just got it.
Me too.
But if I do LFR tomorrow, I'll get it.
Yeah, there were a few of us that got our next rank on Monday. So we got Queen's Court down.
If you do the first 2 wings, you'll guaranteed 2, because each wing will drop 1 in LFR. Well, maybe not, since we already did.
No, yeah, it only drops. Those only drop once a week.
I'll probably just do it. If we don't get Queen's Court tonight, or I'll probably just do a normal tomorrow. Try to get Queen's Court tomorrow to get it.
I need to target something first.
All right. So if you guys need to go equip your next rank, you can go do that. We'll get up to the boss, and then we'll see where we're at.
Great. Once we get the Ash Rain, I'll give you the boots.
Too far away.
I didn't win.
Oh, sorry, Wes.
The barrier has fallen. Let us see how brave Ashvane is without a magical shield to protect her.
So if we can get that much DPS out on Ashvane, we'll be good.
Yeah, that was amazing. It almost felt like normal. Even for the healing, wasn't bad at all.
You want me to switch back or stay?
You can stay for the moment. Everything's going all right. We'll see how the pulls go on Ashvane. Maybe have you switch back, but seems like we're doing just fine. Having that second or the first passive slot or whatever made a huge difference on this.
I don't have a target.
Oh yeah, it's night and day, man.
I need to go the other way, guys.
It's like, wait a sec, this isn't the way.
Yeah, it's crazy because like I've got my primary is the Lifebinder's Invocation, and then the secondary I just put is the mana regen one. And yeah, it's pretty nice. I don't know how much mana I'm getting back, but it's fairly significant.
I'll be right there. We had a deal, Azshara. Give me the power you promised.
Okay.
Oh, I intend to. I merely wanted our guests to bear witness to your glorious ascension. No! Not like
So you're saying there's no warlocks for summons yet?
We're doing a poll right now, but there will be in a sec.
Powerful, Priscilla. Consider our bargain complete.
Yeah, give everyone a chance to go do their things.
I must get closer.
If I didn't make the tank one, I would have had enough to get the DPS one.
Yeah, same here. I made
Yeah,
mine on accident.
I made
I-
a DPS one on the chamois. I mean, yeah, I can make one. Cool. Oh,
I
man.
regret making the rank 2 of the tank one, because it's still pretty bad compared to all the other tank ones that are out there.
I just would hate for it to be like on a paladin or a druid where you can be 3 different roles.
Oh, it's pretty rough, I'm not gonna lie.
What's rough?
I mean, it's the same. I mean, monks are the same.
True, yeah, I forgot monks. The essences for different roles.
The only PvP essence that's different is the conflict and strife actually changes based on the role that you're in, which is awesome.
I need to target something
Alright,
The-
we'll go ahead and take a break here. I know people are getting their heart, and I don't think we have a warlock here right now to summon.
Yeah, Meg was next to me, so I'm like, oh, this is not good for me.
Takes 7 minutes. What you need, get back, and then we can, I guess, toss down another cauldron. You can use it after pull or whatever, and should be good to go.
Hey, are we live logging this?
I have not been. I don't know. I'll have to look. Nathan.
I did not turn mine on.
I'm logging, but not live logging.
Yeah, same thing. I can start live logging, but
Just,
I always log
curious.
it. I'll go ahead and live or upload what we have, and then I'll.
I'd appreciate it.
It's taking its sweet time scanning through my log. Ooh, cool. Oh, what the hell? Must not have cleared my log in a hot minute. Nope, definitely not. Alright. So, once I upload this log, I'm gonna log off for just a sec so that I can clear my log. Nathan, you streaming by chance?
I am, yes. Make sure it's public. Yeah, it's public.
Cool. I was just curious. I've been streaming it as well. I just haven't been linking any of it.
Yeah, I haven't been either. I can put it on the Discord if someone wants to watch, though.
Yeah, I typically watch them after the fact and when I'm at work.
Yeah, I do too. I like to see, you know, how many times I got, you know, thrown into the air and how many times I've failed at mechanics, you know.
Well, you miss some, like when you're like straight up her butt, like you miss so much stuff that's happening behind you. It's actually kind of funny.
That's why I just like I go to melee and it's like how do you even
It's all about seeing how many laps you can do around the boss.
right? Alright, so I went ahead and uploaded the log for the first few bosses and come back. And then I'll live log from here on out. DJ, there's a tank slash DPS that it's looking might try and join us at some point, because he coaches soccer on Wednesdays. He doesn't get back until not. I have to figure something out maybe, but we'll see.
I missed orange parts on the last boss by 1 point.
Nice. So close.
Story of my life.
Alright, we're ready to check here. It's like we've got our warlock sitting at the entrance there.
Yeah, we're on our way.
And then if you need food, there's a guild bank up. And if we can get another cauldron for those that need. And then Nathan, did you talk to Grease at all about the changes for tank?
No.
How we're doing it?
No, I haven't talked to him yet.
Okay. If you could go over that, because I somewhat understand it, but you were there with LS and you kind of saw it, and I'm sure you can explain it a little better.
Okay, so basically the way that it's going to work is we're diving back into the coral deep for every time we get hit by the barnacle bash. So basically placement of the coral is based on every time we get hit by Barnacle Bash as a tank. So, like, if we're like across the room and she casts Barnacle Bash, wherever we're located is where she does it, regardless. So, basically, we can run back into the coral. She does Barnacle Bash, and then it will drop the coral, which gives us a lot more time to kite around the room, which then means we don't run out of space at the end. So basically what we want to try to do is we want to stack as many of the Barnacle Bashes together as we can. So...
yeah, only in the first 2 rotations. The 3rd rotation, we can run around and it doesn't really matter.
yeah. The other thing that they were doing was they were kiting the boss over to the bubbles whenever people were hit by after they were hit by Briny Bubble, so that the melee would have cleave uptime on the boss, which seemed to be pretty helpful.
Yeah, especially because you figured out that the cutting coral will drop wherever you are, so you can just move the boss over and then make sure you're just back in the cutting coral before that goes off.
Yeah, and that's the only thing. You just have to make sure that... and the thing is it doesn't really matter where the boss is as long as you dive back into the coral by the time that she does the Barnacle Bash, so...
The other thing I also noticed when watching a video is, like, when we were kiting before on normal, it didn't really matter because we didn't have the issue with the room. But like, if we dropped a coral here and we kited the boss over a little bit, we were standing over here and keeping the boss between us and the coral. If we then swing back around and turn our back to the coral, we'll overlap them by half. And that's what it seemed like a lot of the tanks were doing on like the Fat Boss video, because they were showing, I guess, the heroic version.
Yeah, we're going to be doing more than just overlapping by half, though. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, imagine I drop a coral, like, right here, Grease. Like, right where I am at.
I'll be your coral.
Yeah, so, like, I just dropped one where Mez is at, right? Okay, and then I'm still tanking the boss, and I'm out of the coral, and she's about to do Barnacle Bash again. I'm going to run back over to Mez again and drop another coral there, and then run back out. And then...
you want to get, what, about 3 total in the same spot?
I would say 3 is probably the max we want to do. At that point, it's 150k a tick in damage, and that's probably the max that we want to have in one spot.
So the goal is that when you go into that 3rd phase 1, you have at least half the room to kite the boss around so that you can move it away from the corals and have more time to pop the bubbles. So, alright, I'm gonna do... well, everyone is ready.
Does everyone know the strat, though, that we're doing? Like, that when we're popping hero, when they need to pop cooldowns and everything?
So, yeah, that's a good point, sorry. So, we're doing hero on the 3rd phase 1. Alright, so we need to make sure we have as much damage uptime on the boss. We're gonna do that by breaking the briny bubbles as soon as possible. And then the other part is destroying the coral. We have to get all the coral every time. Communicate as you can. You know, if you're red, say, you know, red far, whatever. Tank will call out what color they are. Just make sure that we get all the coral, because that is directly correlating to our damage uptime for the rest of the phases.
Didn't you have the people in briny bubbles stack on the boss?
In
No.
normal, yes. In heroic, no.
We'll
You
bring the
cannot do that.
boss. Yeah, we'll bring the boss over to the briny bubbles after they pop.
Right. You can't in heroic, the circle around it, when it goes off, everyone that's in that circle will get a bubble on them, so you cannot stack.
Right, that wasn't... I'm sorry, I'm not speaking very clearly this evening. I understood that we don't want the circles on the boss. I was talking about the bubbles themselves.
They will bring the.
She's talking about the
boss.
bubbles that come out of the corals. That's what she's talking about.
No. No, I'm
No,
talking
it's
about the
fine.
bubbles that get wrapped around people.
Yeah, well, so we will kite the boss to the briny bubbles, and then we'll cleave down those bubbles, like we mentioned before.
I think what she's meaning that instead of like being out away from the boss, they're going to, like we were doing before, running, and everybody's going to run and stack in one spot in front of the boss, away from everyone, so they don't get all bubbled. But they're all
Yeah,
going to be in one area.
it'll be just like what we did last week.
Yep.
Right. The difference being that this time we bring the boss to the people in the bubbles, which you didn't do last week. Thank you for clarifying.
All right, tank's on you.
I'll pick him up initially.
And DPS, remember, give them 3 Saunders before you blow them up.
You should be good on, like, just going, hey, now. I should have enough aggro.
Watch out for the upsurge. Orbs. Get the first 2 that are closest and let the last one walk.
I'm out of range.
Alright, so that coral that just dropped, we're gonna pop that bubble first. Briny bubbles. Stacked for that.
Not gonna happen.
3, 2, 1.
Blow those up.
4, 3, 2.
Okay, dive back in with that. Yeah.
Just let me die.
Alright, watch the bubbles coming in.
Okay, so watch how far back in I go, Greasy, when I get hit by Barnacle Bash, and then I'll dive back out.
Upsurge, rippling waves coming up. Alright, don't hit the bubbles, they can go right to the boss, will be good. Lower.
4, 3.
Heals, you guys can help out with DPS as well.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Blue on tank.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Alright, we've got 3 left, that's good.
4, 3, 2.
Greasy, I need you to tank the boss.
Briny bubbles. Break those. Barnacle Bash come.
3, 2, 1.
I must get closer.
Alright, get in your position for break those last. Damn it, we missed.
Carapace about
Alright.
to come back up.
That was a pretty good burn though. Yeah, do better on the next one. We can just leave her kind of where she's at. We just got to pay attention there. With the
I must get closer.
rippling waves coming up in 5.
3, 2, 1.
Alright, let the 2 closest blow those up, and then let the last one walk in. Or the last 2, I guess.
I'm out of range.
Briny bubbles are coming up. Pop that last briny bubble. Get the one behind. Pull up the briny bubble.
3, 2, 1.
Alright.
3, 2.
Here come the bubbles. Pop the 2 closest. Let the 3rd one walk in. And then ranged, we'll get the other 2 as they come in here. Alright.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Pop the last one. Good job.
4, 3,
Rippling waves coming up.
4, 3,
Alright.
2.
Get those 3 closest here. Briny bubbles. Get the last bubbles.
I got it.
15% left on her bubble. Alright. Let's get those 3 close. Okay, hold off on the bubbles. Can. So we get up a little more.
Carapace is about to break.
Alright, hold off on the, let the other bubbles, alright. Let's get O'Lorial up.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Upsurge coming up.
3, 2, 1.
Arcing Azshara.
Blue on tank.
4, 3, 2, 1.
The heals you've got to be where you've got to get and break those Azshara. You can't just stand.
I need a taunt.
Briny bubble.
Just wipe it.
Blow those up.
4,
Barnacle Bash and Arcing Azshara is coming up.
2, 1.
Alright, Arcing Azshara, go.
Blue on tank.
We're not gonna get all these. This last phase is gonna suck.
3, 2, 1.
Alright, hero.
You need to move
Alright,
it.
we're gonna have to blow this up as fast as possible, so...
Alright, I'm moving her past this.
Yep, we can kind of tank her around.
3, 2,
Rippling waves coming.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Space these out as best you can. There's a lot of them. Got 2 more coming.
I must get closer. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Alright, I've got a cooldown.
3,
We can go ahead and pop a couple more. Alright, we've got more of these up. Briny bubbles. Alright, we'll go ahead and wipe it. We're not gonna break through the 75% here. So,
4, 3, 2,
pretty good there. The things we need to improve on is the we have to pay attention to Arcing Azshara. If you get that, that is your #1 job, is to get yourself behind some of those corals and blow them up. We don't do that, we die.
When you could you put a little more explanation in that? I thought I was crossing over. I saw the marker, the opposite of me to the left. Doesn't it shoot straight across?
It shoots from you to whoever your partner is, right? You've got a partner, they have a mark and it shoots directly from them to you. So you've got to be in the center of a coral on the opposite side. So it zaps
Okay,
between
so I have to
the
be
two
closer to the coral because there was a coil in between us.
No, it doesn't have to be close. It doesn't have to be close at all. Like as long as it's between you guys, it will blow up.
Sometimes
do I have to be in the center? Because I thought it was between us.
It's got to go through the center of the coral, or within a little bit of the center. If you clip the edge, it won't float.
Yeah, what you want to do
no problem.
is you want to draw a line between you and the person that has the same color as you, and everything in between that line is like all the corals and everything. those go away. But also note, I don't think people know about this, is if, like, let's say you're just a random dude and you're in between that line too, you're gonna take a 90k hit.
You also get the damage, so you can't be between the two colors if at all possible.
Yeah, and if there's multiple colors, like all the colors, you will just get one shot.
So melee, if you don't have a color on you and you're standing between the tank and his color, you're gonna get whacked as well. So typically what I do is I reposition myself so I'm not between the tank and whatever color that is.
It's a nice safe spot would be kind of by where the briny bubbles normally stack. That would be a good, if you don't have arcing azurite, safe zone if you can get there. Otherwise, just don't be in between the two of the same colors.
And now, if we have the briny bash debuff, we're gonna drop the coral, right? When he casts it.
So, the way it works, you're talking about when you have briny bubbles?
No, the
barnacle bash.
Yeah, the barnacle bash. That debuff. When it comes off cooldown and he casts it, we're gonna drop coral, right? So that's when we need to stack them.
That's exactly right. Yeah. So it's important that every time you get barnacle bash, that you drop it in the other coral. The other thing is that except for when the other person is in the briny bubble, the other tank, you need to be alternating your taunt with me. There's a couple times there where I had 3 and 4 stacks of barnacle bash, and we just can't let it get that high on the other tank. Otherwise, it's just way too much damage going out.
Okay, so essentially, if you run in barnacle bash, if neither one of us have the bubble, if you run in with the bash, then I would just taunt off of you.
Like after the bash happens, yes. Yeah. So like, I'm gonna drop the coral after barnacle bash happens, and then it's a taunt swap. You're gonna taunt her, and then you'll get barnacle bashed and drop the coral, and that's the taunt swap for this fight. So we just go back and forth the entire fight, swapping for that. The only time that we don't have a taunt swap is when I get briny bubble or you get briny bubble as a tank. Now that fight, like, I got every briny bubble as the tank, so you'll see me like run out.
Yeah, that's the only, and that's what kind of trips me up, is I'm used to using DBM as my taunt use, and that's the only time it gives me a taunt queue.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to use DBM for your taunt queues on this fight. You're going to just have to look and see, does Komet have the debuff? Do I have the debuff? And then make a decision on, and of course I'll call for a taunt too if I have got too many stacks. So
what's also important to note that when briny bubble comes out, it's put on the tank that has current aggro on the boss. So if you just taunt, Comet takes 2 and you taunt, you're going to get briny bubble, and then Comet's going to take more of the debuff because he's not going to get briny bubble.
Exactly.
She does briny bubble after every 2 barnacle bash.
That's right. So like what was happening on that was I would get like multiple barnacle bashes, and then the only other thing is that there's we get 2 barnacle bashes, then briny bubble, and then we'll have a 10-second window before the next barnacle bash. So basically what we want to do is we want to do barnacle bash, and then immediately when briny bubbles happens, we're going to get bubbled, and we want to drag the boss over. So I couldn't drag the boss because I was getting briny bubbled, but so if we end up with the same thing like what we just had happen, it'll be up to you to drag the boss over to those briny bubbles for at least 7 or 8 seconds of those 10 seconds before the next barnacle bash, to try to get cleave damage on those bubbles while our melee are cleaving down those, and then run back over into the coral before she does her barnacle bash.
I've been saving my cooldowns for when people get in the bubbles. We actually brought the bubbles down pretty quick if you don't want to move the boss down.
You need to save.
Don't save your
cooldowns.
cooldowns.
Your cooldowns. If you're gonna, if you're gonna save them, it's for phase 2. But yeah, you just need to go all out the whole time.
Okay,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
thought it was. Yeah, I was just trying to get them out a little quicker. That's why I was
No,
saying.
we'll nuke them down. That's not the problem. No, we just save your cooldown, or don't save your cooldowns. Just nuke the shit out of her, whether she's in phase 1 or phase 2. We gotta like get her to
Okay.
the third road.
And then heals, we need to contribute as much DPS as we can too. So at the beginning and then phase 2. So when we go into phase 2, the other thing is those bubbles. They restore her shield, but if they get to her, I don't believe that they heal her in phase 2.
They don't.
So,
There's no reason for people to absorb those during that phase.
if it flips and those bubbles are the rippling wave bubbles are going in on phase 2, don't hit them. That's unnecessary damage at that point. All right. Tanks on.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'll tear you apart.
4, 3, 2.
I must get closer.
4, 3.
Rippling waves coming up.
Far away.
4, 3, 2, 1.
We can go ahead and pop those.
I'm out of range.
Gonna have to move her.
4, 3, 2.
I must get closer.
All right, so I'll get Briny Bubble.
Briny Bubbles.
3, 2, 1.
And Rippling Wave. Just get the one closest to her.
3, 2, 1.
And Grease, when the briny bubble's going off, you need to make sure you're not in those big circles where you get bubbled too.
3, 2, 1.
That had to hurt.
4, 3,
Rippling Waves coming up.
Carapace is about to break.
4,
Okay. Try
Ignore
not
the
to hit
circles.
the bubbles. And blow her up. Just let the bubbles walk into
4, 3, 2.
They hit her though.
Don't do anything in phase 2 if they hit her. All they do is restore 10% of her card carapace. Which she does.
Blue on tank.
Yeah, that's right.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Alright, we have 3 left. Good for next phase. Make sure we get it the next time around.
3, 2, 1.
Briny Bubbles.
Four, 3, 2, 1.
Green. Going all the way to the back one here.
Now you get on the other side. You can get on the other side of the pool.
We got that one right next to the boss we left up.
Carapace
It's easy
is down.
stuff.
Better burn this time.
Yeah, it was.
4, 3, 2, 1. Four, 3, 2, 1.
Too far away.
I get the 2 closest.
3, 2, 1.
You had an early taunt on that one.
I'm out of range.
And we can pop this last one here in a sec. Just let it walk into melee.
4, 3,
Briny bubble.
2, 1.
Yep. Rippling, Briny Bubbles coming up. And
Big
then-
heals to Greasy. He's gonna end up with a lot of stacks of Barnacle.
3, 2, 1. 4,
Alright, get the,
2, 1.
try to go slow on these. Pop the next one. Alright, we have cooldowns. Let's go ahead and just, if there are any other left, get them. Otherwise, should be good. Rippling Waves coming up on top.
4, 3, 2, 1.
must get closer.
3, 2, 1.
Brownie bubbles.
How long I'm out of range. Waited for that. Oh, that had to hurt.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, that had to hurt. Oh, that had to hurt.
Need to get a ride up.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Guys, you can't just keep popping those.
Yep, let's just go ahead and wipe it. We're not gonna make it. We have too many. You gotta pay attention where those bubbles are.
And as a DPS on the first shield, save all your big cooldowns for when the shield breaks, because that's going to be where the DPS is going to matter most.
Yeah, typically phase 1 shield phase isn't that important. It's all the stages after that. It's getting her out of the rotation 2, getting her into rotation 3, getting her out of that shield phase during rotation 3, and then just nuking the shit out of her the last phase.
Yep, and the goal in these bubbles is to pay attention when they pop, right? So that's going to require everyone, you know, I can try and call them out, but really, you know, it's you have to give, you know, 3-4 seconds after they pop, look at raid health something, because otherwise we're going to do what we did there and we just nuke the raid.
Yeah.
And you know, it's going to happen until we get it down. And then the other thing is, you do better job communicating on the arcing azurite. There should be no reason that we have any of those corals up in that last phase there.
So on Rippling Wave when it detonates does 50k damage. So think about it this way, guys. The average raider has about 250k health. So that means every time one detonates, that's a fifth of their health bar in your raid frames. So if you look at the total raid and you're about to detonate one and the entire raid has, you know, half their health, then you're like, okay, they can take it. But if they're a third of their health, then they probably can't take that damage without dying. Because they're going to be on the edge after they take that damage, right? So wait for the healers to get their health back up before you blow those bubbles. And be listening for Sean, because he's calling. He'll say next bubble, you know.
And another thing to remember is we don't care about the ones that are a mile away from the boss. We care about the ones that are super close to her. So if you're about to pop one that's can wait 5 seconds, don't pop it. Wait for get the ones that's going to be hitting the boss next, because those are the ones that matter, because that increases her hardened carapace. We don't care about the one halfway across the room.
And I'm seeing 2 melee getting hit with each of the things, the swirlies things. We gotta do a better job of sidestepping that shit.
Yep, and like Samuel said, the breaking the coral growths is really for phase 2. I mean, if you have that mark, you need to forget about everything else. Look for where the other person is and make sure that you are directly across, and you should be able to break at least. You just got to watch where the other person is running, because usually they're running the opposite way, which is fine. You just have to make sure you position yourself on the right side of your coral that you're going to.
The goal is two corals is what you want.
Yep, 2 corals per try. If we get all of them on the first try, then we don't even have to worry about running out on the second one. That's additional DPS on the. All right, tanks on you.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
4, 3, 2, 1.
So the two closest to the boss are the two bubbles we should be hitting. Melee should be getting those when they get to melee.
4, 3, 2, 1.
The one that was in range should not have gotten popped that time until it walks in.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Briny bubbles.
Too far away.
Rippling wave in 5. Alright, pull up the briny bubbles.
3, 2, 1.
Alright, get the one closest to her.
2, 1.
Alright. Let the other one walk in a little bit. Alright, good. Pop the last one.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Alright,
Shields down.
DPS. Barnacle Bash coming up and then up.
Too far away.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Blue on tank.
Azshara.
4, 3, 2, 1.
I must get closer.
Come on, we have a gap back there too.
Yeah, I see it.
One left. So when this happens, go ahead, Briny. Just red. If you're red, go get that last coral. If you're not red, then ignore. Just get next to your part.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Red, go get the last one that's standing.
I must get closer.
4,
Perfect, just like that.
Shields coming back up. Better burn.
Yep. That's where we get all our DPS, is when we get all those on the first try.
Got 2 corals
Alright,
right next
so
to it.
these two right here will be good. Just make sure melee you pop it as soon as they come out.
I got the back one. If somebody wants to grab, well,
3,
move now. So
1.
I'll get the one coming in the back.
2, 1.
Range, we can grab those two there.
Four, 3, 2, 1.
Briny bubbles.
4, 3,
Break 'em.
2, 1.
Rippling wave. The one right behind him first.
3, 2, 1.
Alright. We'll
I had
let
to go
these
through
two
one
walk
way.
in first. Okay. And good.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Rippling waves coming up again here in 2.
I'm out of range.
1.
Same thing as before.
3, 2, 1.
Briny bubble.
Got one more come in, and we need a pop.
I must get closer. I'm out of range.
4, 3,
It's good. Alright, there's a coral right next to her at this point. 2 of them.
Shield's about to break. Hopefully we'll get it before the rippling.
You have 3 seconds.
2, 1.
Rippling wave. Get the ones closest here.
Don't pop
Okay,
anything
let
else.
'em- don't pop anymore. Let them walk into her. Blow her up. Try not to pop those. Pay attention to where they.
Too far
3,
away.
2, 1.
I think they pop when they hit her too.
They do.
Alright,
Blue on tank.
Right, arcing out.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Alright, we have 3 left.
4, 3, 2,
I must get closer.
Briny bubbles. Blow those up. I'm back on her.
3, 2, 1.
Barnacle Bash, Arcing Azurite. Green, I'm going.
Blue on tank.
Good job.
Shield's coming back up.
Hero. Watch out.
We gotta move her.
Yep, go ahead and move her over. Closer to the door.
Move real quick.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Alright, we can go ahead and pop these 3 fairly quick. It's alright. Upsurge, briny bubbles coming up. Just gotta have enough space for the briny bubbles.
2, 1.
Grab the 2 rippling wave and 8. Alright, pull up the briny bubble. We'll get the 2 that are right there closest to her.
Catch that close rippling wave. Keep her where she's at, Greasy. Make sure to grab those close bubbles if you can.
Get the rest of the bubble. Grab those 2 close to her. Guess we can bring her in a little bit.
Yeah, gonna bring her into the inner.
3, 2, 1.
Alright, rippling wave. Get the couple closest. Those 3 closest. Briny bubbles.
Four, 3, 2, 1.
I must get closer.
Alright, upsurge. She's got 30% left on her bubble.
2, 1.
Alright. Let's pop the ones closest and then give it a sec.
I already popped that one.
Slowly pop these. We're just keeping up fairly well. Okay, pop.
4, 3,
Don't let them hit her.
Pop those.
Alright, make sure you use your health stones.
I must get closer.
Go ahead and get Mez up.
1. 4,
Break those briny bubbles. Get Greasy up.
We just popped the shield
Alright,
too.
pop, go.
Burn
go,
her.
Get him. Burn.
Ignore the bubbles.
Try not
Don't
to
touch
hit-
them.
try not to hit
Them
those
come in as
bubbles.
bunch of
3, 2, 1.
Alright, see what we got. We got 9 mil. We only
I don't have
have
enough people.
people up though. Not gonna happen. That was a good pull though. Just
So
saying.
And just remember, on this one, once we get the show done on the 3rd time, we don't need to run to the corals. We can just ignore them and burn the boss. Because we don't get through this one, we wipe anyways because she's going to enrage.
We can still burn the close corals though.
Yeah,
The-
what I did during LS on the weekend is I told everyone, so the first Azurite, you burn the ones closest to her, just the ones that are real close. After that, you ignore it.
Yeah, that would help a lot for the amount of damage coming in on that last phase.
And we gotta control the cutting coral better. That shit was all over the place.
Yeah, I agree. It's really rough, but we just need to practice that placement. We had some really rough coral, like the actual like coral that sprouted had some bad placement on that, so
Yeah, just when we have a good placement, like just keep stacking it in the same area, like that's what we did on LS, and it was perfect. Had enough room to move out.
Yes.
Last briny bubble, like we had nowhere to go.
Yeah, no, I know. Yeah, we just got to keep putting it in the same place.
That was a really good pull. I mean, we got down to 14%. We broke the bubble. Just a couple small things, and we'll be on to the next boss.
Greasy, I think what would be good for us to keep a good rhythm, since we know every 2 times that she does the Barnacle Bash, the 3rd time she's going to she's going to do the briny bubble on that tank. Just take 2 barnacle bashes in a row, place them in the same exact location, then take the briny bubble, run it out, and then that tank will take barnacle bash 2 times in a row, also place it in the exact same location. That way we'll have 4 barnacle bashes in the same place, right? So like we can have one here, 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 here.
That'll work.
Yeah, good job on Malay not getting hit as much. Like I barely saw anyone being thrown in the air.
Alright, I'm gonna do another ready check and then we'll get going on this. Yeah, that was good. We didn't have anyone die until very late in that fight, so that was good.
Put it this way, guys, when LS got to this phase, like I think we needed like 3 more pulls and we got her. So we're right there.
Yep. Alright, tank's on you.
Make sure you're pre-popping too.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'll tear you apart. I'm out of range.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Barnacle bash and upsurge.
4, 3, 2.
Rippling waves coming up. And just pop those as you can.
2, 1.
The other thing, try not to be the one that pops all the bubbles, because it does do a dot. And it hurts after you get, if you get 3, it's
Alright, so you'll taunt off now.
Alright.
2, 1.
Bubbles.
4, 3, 2, 1.
I'm out of range.
Get that last bubble.
I must get closer.
2, 1.
Shield's gonna be going down soon.
I'm out of
Yep.
range.
Watch out for the upsurge.
I must
Rippling
get
waves
closer.
coming up. We'll probably get that.
Yeah, but ignore the bubble.
Okay, just go ahead and pop those staggered and then lower up.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Get greasy up.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Red on tank. Taunt her back if you can, so you get briny.
Alright, red, get this last one. On the next time around, everyone else stay on the...
Red, get both of them.
Too far away.
Pull for any bubble.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Blue on tank.
Red can get both of those. Reposition correct.
Go.
Got him. Good job.
4, 3, 2, 1.
That was a good burn. Not as good as last time, but still good.
It's only 1% off.
4,
Mover.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah, not too far. Just a little bit.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Alright, slow on those.
1.
One coming in needs to be popped.
Okay.
That had to hurt. That had to hurt. That had to hurt.
3, 2, 1.
Rippling wave and briny bubble.
4, 3,
Those briny bubbles.
1.
I'm gonna go over as soon as I pop this rippling wave.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Got more coming in that we need to get. 2 more X.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Barnacle Bash, Upsurge. Crippling Wave in 5.
3, 2, 1. 4, 3,
Pop the 2 closest. Brownie Bubble.
Shield's about to come down.
3, 2, 1.
Alright, Brownie Bubbles.
3, 2, 1.
Shield's down.
Alright, roar up. Let's try and catch up on these heals real fast. Pop the last. Upsurge coming up. Arcing Azshara.
Red on tank.
3, 2, 1.
4 left. Make sure we get those. Brownie Bubbles. Barnacle Bash coming up, and then Arcing Azshara.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Green, I'm going to the far side.
Red's on tank again.
Good job.
Shield's gonna go back up.
And Hero. Upsurge is coming up. Barnacle Bash. It's pretty good on placement.
Too far away. 3, 2, 1.
Make sure you guys are using damage reductions later in this phase. Get greasy.
Taunter as soon as you come up.
Brownie Bubbles.
4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Get the one coming into the boss.
What's your shield at?
It is at 40 gate.
2, 1.
Crippling Wave coming in 5.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Alright, pop the ones closest to her. Brownie Bubble. It's at 30%. Upsurge, Rippling Wave.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Alright. Pop the couple ones closest. If you have a damage reduction, please use it.
Slow on those bubbles.
Alright.
Get that bubble coming in.
Get the last one there. We're at 12. Brownie Bubbles.
4, 3,
Blow those up.
1.
Barnacle, or Rippling Wave, get those. Get the one behind him. Alright, wait on the other 3 for a sec. Get Comet's health
Go
up.
down.
Alright,
That
blow
one
her up.
coming in. Blow her up.
Don't worry about anything else, just blow her up.
2, 1.
We gotta get the corals up front.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Blue on tank.
4, 3, 2, 1.
9%.
Burn. Got a B-res if you want to use it.
Briny bubbles.
One up, I don't care. DPS.
Briny bubbles,
Everyone
guys.
else needs briny bubbles and then back on.
Just burn the boss. Ignore the briny bubbles.
We got her. Congratulations, guys.
Yes, artifact power.
Yeah, I like that.
Hey, look. I got a pet.
Sweet, I got the upgraded version.
Kill the other demon hunters back.
Alright, anyone need the pet?
Too far away.
Yes.
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 Alright, roll on it if you want the pet. Pulled the boss down there, so.
We just pull trap. Sorry, Laurel, you know the dribbling Icar is the next best in slot, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm using right now.
Yeah, so
Still got tokens. They just got
Well-
artifact this last turn.
for heroic, that's the one that replaces Kimball's Razor Claw for us.
Make sure you stand in these things, otherwise it hurts everyone.
Yeah, why do you think my DPS is as high as it is? It's the
Well, yeah, because when that thing's going off, it's doing like 400,000 damage. So I think you're getting up, what, 60, 70 stacks?
I don't think it's back that high.
I don't know, I've seen up to like 50 something.
I guess it's had like 100 and something K crit.
I require a target. I don't have a target.
You stand on the ship.
I'm so glad we got her down.
Yeah.
Tell me not to stand in shit. Now you're telling me to stand in shit. Make up your mind.
So that mechanic right there, Greasy, is going to be key for us on this next fight. Whenever we kill the Zotroids on Heroic, we have to soak those pools.
Yeah, we'll probably get a pull or probably, I don't know, it's really not a whole lot different than normal, so I think we should be fairly easy.
Yeah, you get extra ads at the end. That's about
Yeah,
it.
it's really just more ads. When we go downstairs, they still have Zodoroid ads that spawn. So it's all ads to them boss.
Are you gonna do a countersit for Herpa AIDS corner?
Yeah, we can just, everyone on the right, go right whenever you get the disease.
There you go. Oh, never mind. That didn't go where I thought it was gonna go.
Oh.
There we go. Alright, if you guys remember this on normal, just ads need to stay away from boss. When the Zodoroid ads go down, make sure you were out of the pool unless you were the tank. Tanks, you're gonna get hit for a shit ton until you get stacks built up. If you get 10 stacks, you die. So don't get 10 stacks. Actually, I think you get, do you get mind controlled and then die, or do you just...
Yeah, we get
mind controlled.
Mind controlled, yeah.
Yeah. So let's not have that happen. Ads need to be, so tanks, who's ever tanking the ads, just mark the Zodoroids, Skull X and unmarked or whatever. Just Skull, doesn't matter. DPS, you need to focus on the one that the tank's focusing on. That way we can stagger the explosions and you only have to stand in one at a time. And that, for the naga ads, when you get to the bottom, stack for the hulking smash, and then make sure we interrupt the chain lightning that the caster ad does. And then there's also a spear ad. If you get the spear, just move out, use a damage reduction or something, and then good to go. And that it's fairly close to.
Oh, I need to eat.
The spellcaster downstairs needs to be interrupted.
Yeah, that's what I said. Definitely
Just
have to make sure she gets interrupted because she will do like half of everyone's health with the chain.
Yeah, the other one needs to be interrupted as well because it's got
that.
stun.
It's the conductive pulse. That's the one that will blow everybody up.
Yeah, that thing hurts. Just saying.
What's the triangle for?
That's the.
AIDS.
Yeah, that's the sickness corner. Throughout the fight.
Arcing Azurite, you go over there. Or at least you go on that side of the room, rather.
Now, are we doing the same here where I pick up the boss first and then get the ads, or do you want to do it?
No, you can pick up the boss first, and then once you get to 8 stacks, I'll pick up the boss, and then you'll go grab the ads, and then I'll have my Black Ox statue down, so you should be able to pick them up at that location too. So.
And then just a reminder with, if you have incubation fluid, you just need to stay away from people when arcing current comes around. That's really the one where you have to stay spread. That's why you want to go over to the triangle if you have incubation fluid, and then spread out for arcing current. Otherwise, you will it'll up your stacks of incubation fluid and kill you faster. So
Stay away from walls on the way down. We found out so you can get stuck in them somehow. So.
all right, tanks on you.
And we're doing hero at the bottom, right?
Yes.
4, 3, 2, 1.
You can taunt her back.
Incubation fluid's coming up. Turbling Eaker. Safety dance. Ads.
I'm gonna go ahead and grab him.
3, 2, 1.
If you have incubation fluid, you're on the triangle side.
Make sure to soak those puddles. Soak the puddle, soak the puddle. That's your job, tank. That is your tank.
Everyone else
Sorry.
needs to be out of that.
Got the first two. Missed the third one.
No, you're fine. We can just wait. We can just wait for the wipe.
Yep, that'll do it. Let's just go ahead and wipe it up. Get one more pull in for the night, and then just go ahead and stop healing and stack for arcing current. Just everyone stack up. Don't die quick.
Come stand on the boss.
Line up for the boss melee.
Drink the ceiling cider.
There you go. Yep.
Oh yes, what was it? The ceiling something slickies.
Ceiling cider.
You guys, come on. You're supposed to die.
No, they're trying to be creative and shadow meld and vanish instead of just dying.
There's no hope for you. You're
When
down.
we call a wipe, we need you to die immediately, as quickly as possible. Quit trying to.
Don't be that guy.
10 minutes later.
All you're doing is wasting time.
We work.
time now. You sat there and wasted 15 minutes on Ashbane.
We were gonna get another pull in, but then that one guy stayed alive for 10 minutes.
Get your food buff. I'm just making sure everyone's gonna be good to go. I said just yeah, tank, you make sure that you guys get the those 3 puddles. DPS, you're not gonna have a damage reduction enough to soak those, so that's a tank job. The ones that we soak will be the smash from the Hulk downstairs.
Yeah, I don't know if I glitched or something. It delayed, so I ran towards the boss, and then I saw it pop up.
Yeah, there will always be 3. So
As long as you have that desensitizing sting stuff on you, like 5 stacks, you're good.
all right, tanks on you.
Let's do this. One shot. Second shot.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Incubation fluid. Dribbling Neeker. Gotta get out of that.
And that just goes side of it.
And adds arcing current. Make sure you spread if you have.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Arcing currents coming up. Spread out if you have arcing current.
Alright, and taunt the boss pack.
Good job. Just rinse and repeat on that. Incubation fluid. Make sure you're on the green side of the room for that.
Yeah, I lost my damage debuff on that one before the last 2 things went off.
Yeah, it was good. You're good.
You can still soak them without the stuff, you'll be good.
It just, yeah, tanks, you guys have enough mitigation. That's good. Alright. Dribbling Eker. Nads will be up here in a sec. Spread for arcing current.
Make sure you're focusing down the one that's marked with skull. The faster we focus these down, the better.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Spread for arcing current.
Don't taunt back till you've got that off. Alright, you're good.
Arcing current incubation fluid.
4, 3, 2, 1.
3%, and it's just going downstairs. Dribbling Eker, dodge it. And then we will not
Don't get knocked
bad.
off.
It's like, yep. It's, don't get knocked off. That's the goal. Get down there slow. Doesn't really matter. Just don't get knocked off.
As you demon, just glide over everything.
Right.
I know, I'm like super jealous.
There's really no point in doing DPS. It's reduced by 90%.
Still something.
Don't interrupt until everyone's on the bottom floor.
Yep. You don't want to interrupt until, otherwise we die. So let's wait until. You guys got a couple seconds to get here. Get off there. Interrupt. Go. Alright, hero. Load up. Remember ads here when they come up.
There's a statue down behind him, so if you get an ad that you're not supposed to have, drag it over there.
Alright, dribbling eekers coming up, and then ads will spawn. Dribbling eeker. Ads will be coming up here shortly.
Big ads out.
Up behind. And the witch is up as well. Make sure she stays interrupted.
I'll jump over in a second.
I must get closer.
I thought we were supposed to soak that.
We were. We did. Go ahead and get Mez up. No, you did. You did right. I was in it. There just wasn't enough people in there, I don't think. I used a damage reduction though. Zodoroids are up. Concentrate on the Zodoroids. Get those down. Tank mark those. You're gonna have to do tank swaps.
Yeah, in the middle of those ads.
There's one marked with skull.
Alright, go ahead and tank swap.
Make sure you get that that thing.
I got it. I got it.
Say that.
I require a target. 3, 2, 1.
Eaker, and then ads will come out again. Do what you can on the boss. We'll wait.
I think the boss is probably low enough that we can just ignore the ads.
Just make sure the witch gets interrupted and nuke the boss.
I'm out of range.
The ads can't be on the boss, so. We're up 2 mil.
We got this.
Too far away.
Great job.
We did it.
Awesome.
Oh yes.
Lame, I didn't get the trinket.
Awesome.
I
Artifact.
got mine. I got my 430 Zodoroid egg sack.
And it Warforged for you, 435, nice.
Mine didn't.
Samuel got the dribbling ichor.
Oh, Eve got the 4, or Eve got one as well. Nice.
Yeah.
Good job tonight, guys. That was great. Let's come back tomorrow and blow it up.
Work on something new.
Yep. Be sure to take a look at the fight. You're gonna have to we'll have to deal with more of the royal decrees, so make sure you're ready for that.
It's like that prior normal fight, but on crack.
Do we get 2 decrees now at once?
You do.
Yeah, we have.
Awesome. I can't wait.
So like you're gonna have your friends coming to hug you, and you're like, no, don't. You're gonna kill me.
Yep.
Wait,
so
I didn't know a loyal could get that loud.
Yep.
I'm just excited. And also, did you not hear me like almost squeal when I almost pulled some trash before Radiance? Cause that.
Funny.
Thanks for raid leading. That was a good run.
Yeah, Sean. Thanks, man.
Guys, I'll